The Talk Sport Clips of the Week.
Yes, here we go then, Clips of the Week time, and we kick off with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy on the Sports Bar taking a call.
Abdul joins us. In Barcelona, Abdul?
Abdul?
No, from Slough.
Of course, it's so easy.
Oh, yeah.
So easy to get those mixed up. Of course, they're fantastic.
I love the Slough Ramblers.
It's great, isn't it? The big Gaudi Cathedral there in Slough, and the old Betjeman poem, isn't it? Come friendly bombs and fall on Barcelona. So what's next, Andy?
Here's newsreader Ben Fletcher on one of the big football stories of the week.
Chris Wilder will leave his role as Sheffield United manager by mutual consent after 19 years in charge.
Doesn't feel that long, does it?
Not really. No.
Doesn't for 19 years, man. He's in almost Wenger country. Doesn't feel that long, probably because it isn't.
It was a long time, really, yeah.
Now, this is Mark Wilson and Mickey Gray at Everton v Burnley, and we often get one of these, but rarely two.
Talk about being at it. They are at it today.
In comes the corner again towards the far post. Me, the target, bounces, hits me on the head.
I think we rarely get the double me, but good old Mark.
Must have been a wild clearance to hit Mark on the head like that.
It must have been. He must have really shanked it. That's true.
Fisherman's Blues now, and host Nigel Botherway came up with a devilish tongue twister.
He's been targeting the barbel on his local River Ribble during lockdown, and he caught an 18-pounder, comfortably bigger than the current 15-pound, 15-ounce River Ribble record.
See what I mean? Even he, River Ribble record. Go on, give it a go. You go on. We'll leave you a window. Give it a go. See, it's hard, isn't it? Ribble record. You really fall over it. Anyway, why don't you give us the next one, Andy?
Here's Anna Brazil with an odd return from the break.
Good morning, 7:33, the breakfast.
All we can think is that somebody bought in a great big platter of bacon rolls, you know, and he saw what he said what he saw. The breakfast. Yeah, it could be. The special coffees.
Yeah. Brilliant.
This is Paul Ross on Extra Time chatting to a guest.
I understand, Luke, that, like me, you've known tragedy and suffering in your life because, I hesitate to say this, but you're a Crystal Palace fan, is that right?
Yeah, Crystal Palace. I think you would know suffering, really.
Yeah. It's really an unfortunate one there.
It was indeed.
And sticking with spoonerisms, this is Guy Swindles on cricket commentary duty for the England-India T20.
Shreyas Iyer came out and looked comfortable immediately, but he is probably the only man who has, and that is played to Moeen Morgan. Owen Morgan.
You can't beat Moeen Morgan. What a great player
fantastic. He is. Both of them, in fact, both on the same lines as well.
They were a little bit. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought of that. This is Sam Matterface and Trevor Sinclair at Chelsea v Leeds, and it's very rare to hear commentary bants win the approval of a virtual crowd.
The pitch, which has got rather too many bare patches down the sides and on the edge of the penalty area and in the goal mouth, a little bit balder than it should be.
Looks a little bit like my head.
There's a lot more grass on it than that. Here it is.
Not so bad. They liked it, the crowd, didn't they?
They loved it.
Getting a cheer for a gag, Sam. Yeah.
I could do with them during the birthday sprint.
Yeah, we'll have to we'll have those next week. Jeff Peters will be clipping that as we speak.
Staying with the commentators, here's Clive Tilsley with one we're calling "There's no need for bad language," Clive.
F is for forward. I have got F in 9 different columns on my Manchester City chart.
There's no need for bad language, Clive. Anyway, back to breakfast, and we think this caller, who had a question for the show's guest, Harry Redknapp, was a Bee Gees fan, although not according to Alan.
Are you willing to make a comeback? Because that is what we need. Because when the feeling's gone and you can't go on, tragedy. When you lose control and you've got no soul, tragedy. When the morning cries and your heart just dies, it's hard to bear.
Bjorn from ABBA there.
Not sure it was ABBA.
Bjorn, Benny and Barry.
That's right, they were brilliant together, weren't they, really? I mean, that caller, he could kill many a song. A deadpan delivery of a lyric. Yeah, that will be whatever. Tony from Tottenham reads the Bee Gees lyrics out loud. He could kill their careers. So that's probably a bit late now for that, of course. Superstars.
Still going strong.
No, I don't mean that. I meant superstars. Anyway, let's move on.
Right.
This is what's next. It's you, isn't it? Yeah.
It's Jamie O'Hara on Game Day Countdown, getting a live football update.
There's a big game going on in the Championship tonight as well as Huddersfield take on Cardiff. Let's have a drop-in on the action with your commentary team, Steve Hoversfall and Neil Redfern.
Welcome to our listeners on TalkSport. Terrific championship action at Ewood Park tonight. Blackburn Rovers against Brentford.
Different game, indeed. Well, I'm interested to know about that one as well, though. It's not a problem.
And the Championship action as well.
That's true. Now it's me, isn't it? I think it's time now for the TalkSport Caller of the Week to the Sports Bar.
Everyone holding for the midnight train.
Hello?
Everyone. Oh, who's that? Who's just said hello?
Hello?
Hello, me.
Hi, who's me?
Hello?
Hello?
It is me. It's me. It's Peter.
Peter. Off you go, Pete.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, Pete.
All right. I wanted to talk. You what?
Talk Sport, Caller of the Week.
Oh,
A great you what? Yeah.
Honestly.
Jim Shelley's been in touch. He said you could always go with River Ribble, you've torn your dress, River Ribble, your face is a mess. That's beautiful. While people are just quoting lyrics in a deadpan way.
That's a good one for Tony in Tottenham.
I might as well join in. Yeah, we'll get him to do the Bowie collection next. Thank you, Jim. So it's you, Andy.
And back to Fisherman's Blues early last Sunday morning.
Thanks for Sarah from Maidenhead, one of my top researchers. All you sons out there, don't forget Mother's Day today.
Do you need to be a top researcher? I know it was Mother's Day on Saturday. It's not all the president's
a bit late
men,
at
is
that
it?
point as well. And also, what about daughters?
What about the daughters? Is it only the sons? That's a very odd clip. And finally, it's Alan Brazil setting up a racing-themed feature.
We've set producer Georgie by the task of figuring out how to do this correctly at home. He's roped in some experts to help him recreate the Cheltenham experience perfectly from his sofa, his settee.
From his what, Al?
Perfectly from his sofa, his settee.
That's definitely with added croissant, I'm telling you.
Yeah, breakfast. He's halfway through his breakfast. That's probably what it was. So there we are. There's your clips of the week. We should thank Dom Smith, Alan Jenkins, Alan Hutchison, Bob from Arbroath, Wollaston Village FC, Maggie from the North, Roger Miller, Roger in Durham, Chris Sheld, Belton and Kenny. They all suggested clips that were played this week.
Hi, it's Rachel Fisher from the Hollywood Crime Scene podcast, and I'm here to talk to you about Shudder. Shudder is the ultimate streaming service for fans of horror, thrillers, and the supernatural. Shudder offers an unbeatable selection from Hollywood favorites like Halloween and cult classics like one of my personal favorites, Chopping Mall, to original series like Creepshow and The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. Check out critically acclaimed new genre films that you won't find anywhere else, all uncut and commercial-free. If you're a horror fan like me or just looking for new content to stream, Shudder is a must-have subscription. Sign up and subscribe to Shudder